Hey, Shalom. I wanted to add a little context, a little scriptural context to a video that I did dealing with how the Most High teaches us truth through a process. And I was thinking about how he dealt with the very first of mankind in the garden. So the truth is that the truth that the Most High knew is that it's not good for man to be alone, because he did not create for man to just be alone. When he created, looking at Genesis 1 and Genesis 2, when we look at when the Most High created mankind, he said male and female, I'm creating them. So he had the whole picture of male and female together as counterparts from the beginning, right? But he allowed that process to unfold, right? He didn't start off with, hey, here's Adam, here's Eve or Hawa. Hey, it's not good for you to be alone, so there's two of you. And he didn't start off like that, right? But that was the truth, right? The truth is that there's male and there's female, and he made them as counterparts, and it's not good for man to just be single. Not single like in this day, but single as in one unit, just one individual, right? It's not good for there to just be one individual man. There needs to be the male and female counterpart together, right? So but he allowed that process to unfold. So he said it's not good that man be alone, but he created and brought forth the male aspect, right? And brought forth the male man and allowed him to live, to gain some exposure, to gain some experience. And through that process, he began to observe. He began to observe the animals. He began to observe that there seems to be a counterpart, like there's a male and a female of each of these animals. There are pairs. There are, they interact. He's got to observe and experience for himself that I don't have, like, I don't match with any of these. And, this is not good. Like, what, so he came to a point in his journey that he was able to recognize for himself the truth that the Most High, already understood, is that there needs to be a counterpart, right? So, but he didn't just present that to him from get-go. He allowed him to experience some things to get to that understanding, to embrace that truth for himself, so that by the time he put Adam to sleep and woke him up and brought the female up out of him and presented her to him, he was able to say, bone in my bone, flesh in my flesh. He was able to understand the truth, that by the time it was presented to him. So now he understands the truth. He understands that it's not good that man be just the individual, be alone, but that, he understood that these other things are not counterparts, but I need a counterpart that's equal to me, that represents and reflects me, right? That is in my, species, my realm, so he was able to, through process, see that, recognize and understand that, right? So the Most High allowed that to unfold, right? Even though that was a truth from the beginning, he didn't just present that truth and put him in the midst of that truth, but he allowed him to, through experience, recognize that reality, and then he was able to fully embrace and appreciate that reality and that truth through that process. So that's just an example from Scripture of how the Most High, in that example, allowed truth to be revealed, right? In the good fruit that comes from that process, and the impact that it has on us when we are able to come to things through our own experience and exposure and process. So I just wanted to share that, just kind of in addition to the video that I shared before about beauty in the process of finding truth in the spirit. All right. Shalom, shalom.